Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Today we're back in The Sims and we're building, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are on James Turner's website. We need a pack because we are going to be doing a one pack build, so we get the pack of the Country Kitchen Kit. Would not have been my first choice, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. So this is being built on the Big Sky Reach lot in Chestnut Ridge. And as always, I try to make this like two rooms that could be either bedrooms or other things, and a bathroom. And I try to make it a starter house. This one, technically it is a starter house if you start with 2 Sims. But it's not a starter house if you only start with 1. But it is 1 bed, 1 bath with an office. This one kind of gave me a little bit, it threw me because of the fact that majority of the house just has to be base game. There's no way around that. It just has to be base game because of the fact that the Country Kitchen Kit doesn't have much for like a regular house. But also I think I'm still being affected by that one bug where it's not showing everything that the kit comes with, because I could have sworn that the kit had a lot more than what I actually found. I used, I think, majority of the items. This wallpaper is actually from the kit. I think I used majority of the items from the kit. I do not remember though. So yeah, majority of this is base game though. This is just a really pretty base game door in my opinion. I don't know when we got that. Then the rest of the doors, of course, are just going to be base game. I feel like I'm going to be saying it's going to be base game a lot. The windows, that was the hardest part, I think, of the outside, just because, like, when it came down to landscaping, I had to use debug, so there really wasn't much choice there. But the windows, they were hard because I am building on small wall height, and I was trying to figure out, okay, well, which window would look the best, but I just didn't really like any of them. And then trying to, like, put these windows together and stuff, it was not working for me. I didn't like it. So we're trying these windows out right now, and I'm thinking maybe this will work, but then it's like I don't really want to have to do that and alt place every single time I want like a double window. So then I found these like bigger ones, and I was just going to put it around the whole place, but budgetary concerns won out. And yeah, a lot of budgetary concerns. Because of the fact that I actually, you'll see it in a little bit, the house at one point was over 30,000 simoleons, and like I said, I'd like to try to keep these one pack builds, at least for now, to one singular, like I try to keep it to a starter home. I try my best to keep it to a starter home, like 20,000 simoleons or less. However, this one is, like I said, you had to have 2 Sims to make it a starter home, but I did everything I could to get this to be cheaper. Like, I shaved off 10,000 simoleons from this house. And, yeah, that was really all I could get rid of and not, like, compromise the house. So, yeah. Right now we're just doing wallpapers and flooring and everything, so again, a lot of base game going on here. Yeah. I did pick like a brown for the office, and then that like white, but that I don't think that stuff, I think the brown stays, and I think the bedroom walls stay. I cannot remember about any of the rest. But we're going to start in the bathroom again. Base game. The sink is from the Country Kitchen Kit, so there's that. And then just grabbing a mirror, and the sink being so high kind of makes the mirror a little weird. I hate to have to say it like that, but it's just a little weird. And initially I put in both a bathtub and a shower. That changes. Yeah, that changes. It kind of started just going blue at this point, just because of the fact that the sink was a nice dark blue. And then just kind of saving, because I did really like how this house looked. And kind of just like trying out different beds. I kind of wanted a country, like vibe to the house, just because Country Kitchen Kit, I kind of felt like maybe a farmhouse look would be best. So just kind of getting this bed, and I think the bed changes, the nightstands and the lamps I think stay. The curtains do not stay. That was one way I was able to cut the budget, is just take out all the curtains. And then I did get this wardrobe. I believe it changes. There's going to be a lot of changes in the end. But for right now, yeah, just kind of going about and doing this. And the bathroom kind of just led me into into the direction of having a bluish color scheme in this house. Like, there was really no reason to have that, but yeah. Just getting a couple paintings, which I should have never even done in the first place, and then just kind of lining up these two windows to be a little bit more symmetrical. I do change the windows in the end as well. I'm just going to get a desk and a computer, and probably did not need the computer, but you know what? I like to have computers in my houses because they do come in handy. Getting a bookcase, and then just looking for a chair. I did grab this one, again, base game. Majority of the Country Kitchen Kit is going to come into play in the kitchen. So that was really, besides a rug going in here, that was really all that was needed. And just kind of changing to get a little bit more blue so the curtains wasn't so weird. And then just kind of going and getting the cabinets. These are from the Country Kitchen Kit. Again, this is where that kit is going to come in handy. But building a whole house with this kit was not going to be possible. So, and then just kind of trying to get the counters to line up where I wanted them. This kitchen does shrink, but I did use the refrigerator from the kit. I really do like this light blue. I did not put the sink from the kit in the kitchen. I do end up putting the sink from base game. And then just kind of trying to figure out what curtains I wanted on these windows. I chose not to put any on these just because I couldn't find anything that fit right. So, yeah. And then again, just looking for a sink. I could have put the Country Kitchen one in here, but I decided not to. And then just going through and grabbing some clutter. And it was very hard to find the Country Kitchen Kit stuff. Just trying to figure out where to put this little flower box. I kind of just chose to put it in the middle of the other room for now. That's what's going to be the dining room. So, yeah. And then, like I said, getting rid of base game filter, and this is all that came up for the kit. I know that we have more than this, I believe anyway, but this was all that was popping up. In fact, I think we have a pot that looks like a rooster, and then there's another pot, and yeah, I don't know. I guess that one bug was still in play. I'm putting up upper counters, cabinets. I don't think those stay. But yeah, like I said, a lot of stuff just wasn't popping up, which is kind of hard when you don't know everything that's in the kit or in the pack, just because of the fact that it's difficult to do that and not know everything, just because, like I said, if it's not popping up, then I don't really know what I'm missing. So, yeah, just kind of putting all this rest of this clutter though somewhere, just to kind of have it somewhere in the house. And just kind of I kept checking throughout, but then somehow the house still ended up being over budget, so oops. Just looking at tables right now, I go for this really long one at first, and then just like I said, put the flowers right in the middle, grab some chairs. I really liked the look of this table. And if I ever revisit these one-pack builds and I don't limit myself to a starter home, then I would definitely have a lot better luck, I think, with some of these. But this house, in my opinion, still comes out really cute. So yeah, just grabbing a TV, a really expensive TV. This is kind of probably where it went off the rails. Getting a couch, a couple of chairs, yeah. I'm just going to get a rug over here by the front door. I get a plant over there because we do not have the thermostat. So, yeah. And then, like I said, just kind of looking around, trying to figure out, okay, well, is there anywhere that needs to be shrunk because I was looking at the price and it was like, oh no. So yeah. And they're just kind of like shrinking in certain places, and yeah. I was still thinking I was going to keep the upper cabinets. I don't think I keep the upper cabinets at all. Getting rid of a couple of extra cabinets, and I thought, honestly, I was like, okay, well that should work. That should take care of it all. No. It was not going to take care of it all. Like, it was never going to take care of it all. Then fixing these windows, and I actually built this across 2 different days. This is still the first day, just trying to fix everything that kind of gets messed up once the house gets shrunken. Just fixing the roofs and stuff, and I do think I pull that one side's eaves in. Just kind of moving everything down and everything, just shrinking the house, because like I said, I was trying to get it to under 20,000 simoleons, and it just was not working. And this is where I decided to shrink the bathroom and just get rid of the tub, because they don't need the tub. So, but it still was not enough. I'm trying to think of what else I get rid of. Yeah, I do shrink the office some more. And I kind of just, yeah. I think that's the same texture of the roof paint. That's what I was looking at just now, because I did not remember having to put on another roof. But I tried changing the floors, but those are kind of like the same amount, so I kind of like the pattern on the floor that I had. And then I was like, okay, this is the second day, and I was like, okay, I'll just come in and change the kitchen. I'll make it into more of a galley style kitchen. So that's where I'm at right now. Just trying to figure out how and like what to cut and all that. It was something, but I do, like I said, get it down to 21,000 and 2 simoleons. So I do get it down. It does come down. It just was a lot. And I got rid of those 2 windows, and then I kind of was like, okay, well, let me get rid of the upper cabinets. We don't need those. And at this point, the price was dropping pretty good, but I kind of needed a little bit more, so I did decide to change the walls in the kitchen and the bathroom, because that did give me money back. And then I think I also, and then I realized I hadn't even put in trash cans anywhere, so that was also an added expense that, yeah, I was going to get rid of this back door, but then it was like, then I have to kind of try and figure out if I need to put something there, so let's just do it like this. I hadn't even gotten a mailbox, so there was that as well. Like I said, I changed a lot. I changed the bed out, just because, again, and this is where I realized, I needed to make sure I'm in base game and Country Kitchen Kit, not just everything. So I was just checking to make sure about the trash cans being that, because that was really the only thing I had added. I did go and use this base game bed instead of the other one, and honestly, the TV, I knew that the TV was probably a big expense, and I could have gone cheaper on the TV, but I don't know, I just didn't really want that. So yeah, just changing up these wallpapers, because that did give me a lot of money back, and I thought about changing the one in the office. I don't remember if I actually do or not. I really like this one in the office, though. And this is where I'm like, okay, well, let's just get rid of the curtains. That's like a decorative ad. That's not something that you need to have. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's just get rid of this chair. And then it's like, okay, well, let's get rid of a window here and there and see how much that brings me down. But then it's like, okay, but this wall is kind of blank, so it needs something now. So just leaving a picture here and there. I got rid of one of the pictures in the bedroom. I got the cheaper wardrobe, so there is still a wardrobe there. Like I said, it's not, I got rid of everything that I could that would lead it to get as cheap as possible, but not totally ruin the look of the house. So yeah, and this is kind of where I'm like, okay, well, let's move these windows, because they got misplaced. And then just kind of looking, and I did end up finding these windows from base game instead. They're kind of a lot cheaper, so this is kind of where my bigger savings came from, and just kind of placing them here and there and trying to make sure that, honestly, I had the same amount of window coverage that I had before, but it was still a lot cheaper. And then this table, this dining room table, it had to go. It was just too much. There's technically only 2 people living here anyway, and then I thought about just bringing the chairs over, but then I was like, no, let's just get these other chairs, bring this plant over, and then just get rid of this altogether. And I think I still have to get rid of something else. I'm just not certain what. Again, I was fiddling with the idea of getting rid of the door, but then it's like, no, I really want to keep that door. And I think it's this bookshelf goes, and for a cheaper one. This is kind of how all my one-pack builds end up, is me doing, like, just going for it, and then, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be on a budget here. But yeah, the couch and the chair had to change. I do put in this couch. I don't know if I keep a chair in here. I think I just leave it as the couch. And yeah, I still had to get rid of some money somewhere, I think. I just don't know where that savings comes from. But, like I said, it was, yeah, a lot. Okay, this is where I change up this. I kind of make it a bit different just because it was less counters that way, and yeah. So, yeah. And then just gonna kind of reclutter everything because of the fact that I had to move it, so I have to remove it and reposition and all that. So we're just going to get these canisters. They have gone through a lot of spots, a lot of spaces. So yeah, just getting everything in its place. I really did like that, but then this part was hanging over, so I just decided to put it like that. You Sims should still be able to cook. I did test it and all. I'm looking now though. I don't know if I got the sink in there still, and I did get rid of a couple more windows. I do need to go back and make sure. I think that the sink is still in there, but yeah, this actually kind of worked out, bringing the office in, just because, okay, I do have a sink, but that actually worked, bringing the office in, just because of the fact that it kind of gave more of a division of space between the dining room and the living room. But that was kind of where it was just like, okay, well, this is, I think, as good as I'm going to get it. But like I said, it's still technically a starter home if you have 2 Sims. If you only have 1 Sim, you're going to have to either delete 1,002 simoleons worth of stuff, or possibly just do a little bit of work before you move into the house. Or use the free real estate cheat. There's always that too. But I'm just grabbing some debug for landscaping right now. Just a couple of planters, a couple of trees, a couple of bushes here and there. Honestly, I didn't do much landscaping here just because of the fact that not much is going to grow here. Let's just be honest here. Not much is going to grow because of the fact that it's kind of sandy. It's kind of like a deserty. And I could not match the plants that well just because, again, base game and Country Kitchen Kit, this is in Chestnut Ridge, which I think it will look fine in any other world as well. Like, I don't think it's going to look bad in any world. So yeah, just put, like I said, putting out a few pieces of debug, a couple of trees, couple of bushes, some flowers underneath one of the trees. I do get a mailbox, and then like this corner back here was kind of like, okay, well, what do I do back here? I need something. I just did not know what I needed or wanted. So I think I just kind of left it though. Yeah, here's a mailbox. And again, I don't think that it would be a bad thing as far as in any other world. It might be a little out of place, a little. But I think it'll be fine. I just kind of felt like it would fit really well in Chestnut Ridge. So we're just going to go on and do the terrain paint. This will be available for download on my gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone!